Welcome to chapter 21 of the book of Joshua. We just went through the 12 tribes and found out what land they were allotted in the last 4 or 5 chapters, and then we were given the cities of refuge, and now we're going to be given the location of the cities that will belong to the Levites. Now, on this map here, we have the city of refuge is in a square, and then the Levitical cities and so forth. And I can enlarge this map, I think. There it goes. And see these cities a little bit closer as we go through. I'm not going to point them all out, but the map will be here, and you can stop the video and check them out if you're interested in that much. Most of these cities, it was just historical. It's not the same any longer. Israel doesn't have any of the land on the eastern side. It all belongs to Jordan except the Golan Heights. I think that goes over in here somewhere. Levi's lot. And came forward the archipatriote, the archi, a chief. You can add this to your English derivatives book. And the patria is a paternal patriarch, the chief patriarchs of the sons of Levi, to Eleazar the priest, and to Esun, the son of Navi, and to here's the archiphilos, you can add that to the book, chief of the tribes, Philus of Phylum, comes from that. In animal classification, tribal chiefs of the families from out of the tribes of the sons of Israel. And they spoke to them in Shiloh, and Shiloh we mentioned was I don't see it on here, but this is where it's up north, right over in here, close to north of Jericho. It was in the land of Canaan, saying, "The Lord gave charge by the hand of Moses to give to us cities to dwell in, and their outskirts for our cattle. And the sons of Israel gave to the Levites in their inheriting by the order of the Lord these cities and their outskirts." So now we're going to go through them, through three families, 3 sons of Aaron. And the lot came forth to the people of Kohath, the first son, and it was to the house of Aaron, to the priests, to the Levites from the tribe of Judah. So they get from the tribe of Judah down here, and from the tribe of Simeon. Now, let's see. This is Benjamin in here. Oh, Simeon's down lower. 13 cities by casting lots. And to the sons of Kohath, to the ones being left from out of the kin of the tribe of Ephraim, and from out of the tribe of Dan. Here's Ephraim and Dan. And from the half-tribe of Manasseh. But now Manasseh is up here and here, it's 2 places. 10 cities by casting lots. And so that was the first. Kohath was the first son of Aaron. And to the sons of Gershon, the second son of Aaron, from the kin of the tribes of Issachar. And that's right in here. From the tribe of Asher. And Asher is, right, that's Issachar. Asher over here is Asher. And from the tribe of Naphtali, up here. And the half-tribe of Manasseh in Bashan, that would be this part of Manasseh, East Manasseh. It's on the map. 13 cities by casting lots. And to the sons of Merari, the third son of Aaron, according to their peoples, from the tribe of Reuben, and from the tribe of Gad, so Reuben here and Gad, and the tribe of Zebulun. And Zebulun is over in here, not even close, but cities there. And the sons of, it was 12 cities by casting lots. And the sons of Israel gave to the Levites these cities and their outskirts, in which manner the Lord gave charge to Moses by casting lots. Somehow they threw like a dice and whatever they were and cast them to choose. And he gave the tribe of the sons of Judah and the tribe of Simeon these cities, Judah and Simeon down here, and they were called by name. And they became to the sons of Aaron of the people of Kohath. Kohath, of the sons of Levi. For the lot came to these first. And Levi, of course, was one of the 12 sons of Jacob. And they gave to them Kiriath Arvok, the mother city, metropolis of the Anak. This is Hebron, and Hebron is over here. And it was a city of refuge in the mountain of Judah and the outskirts of it, round about it. So apparently it's a little hilly area there. The Anak, the Anakim, the giants, basically, that's who lived there. And the giants, is interesting, I was watching his videos of this woman, about 30 years old, who has a motorcycle and has traveled a lot in Asia, Europe. Now she is on a trek from Buenos Aires south to Tierra del Fuego at the tip of South America, and then she's going up through Chile and Argentina all the way up to Alaska. And she had one of the episodes where she was in Argentina, I believe it was, in a cave that had a lot of ancient drawings in it, pictures somebody painted. And as they were going in there and showing everything, and she mentioned that a lot of it, they put their hands, like, here's my hand, and it's like they somehow squirted paint around it, and then they took their hand off, and you see, it's like white with where the hand was, and red all the way around it. So they could get an idea on the hands and the sizes and so forth. And she was mentioning how there were some of these hands that had 6 fingers. And I'm thinking right away, well, that was the Anak. The Anakim lived maybe even before Adam and Eve. Humanoids that were not in the image of God, but they were creations that may have been here during the area of the dinosaurs and so forth, and how these people were giants. And so I saw what she was saying. I'm thinking, well, they may have been all over the world, and even down in South America. And here we had the 6 fingers. So I wrote in and made a comment on how these could very well have been the offspring of the Anak, the Anakim. She tried to attribute it to inbreeding, that they were inbreeding, so therefore they had these disfigurements of the 6 fingers, which I don't see that would make a whole lot of sense, but that's the best she could come up with. Anyway, I thought it was interesting when I would mention that the next time I saw the giants or the Anakim mentioned. But the fields of the city and her towns, Jesus gave to Caleb, son of Ephoni, in his possession. And to the sons of Aaron the priest, he gave the city, the place of refuge for the one man slaying, Hebron. and the parts being separated. And I had with it. With would be meta. And it's seen. Oh, I'm sorry. Seen is correct here. I have to change that back. Pros is by. So this is with it. So this by here should be taken out. Wonder if I can do that. There. And Libna and the parts being separated with it, by it. So here pros is by instead of with, because with would be meta or seen. And Eather, now there it is right there. These places are down here, the cities. And the parts being separated by it, and Eshtemoa, down here, the parts being separated by it, and Holon, or Elon, parts being separated by it, and Davir, and the parts being separated by it, and Ain, and the parts being separated by it, and Eatah, and the parts being separated by it, and Vesames, and the parts being separated by it. 9 cities from these 2 tribes, and so all these cities should be in here somewhere. And from the tribe of Benjamin, which was right here, Gibeon, and the parts being separated by it, and Gaveh, and the parts being separated by it, and Anathoth, and the parts being separated by it, and Elmon, and the parts being separated by it, 4 cities. All the cities of the sons of Aaron, of the priests, 13 cities in their outskirts, Kohath, to the peoples of the sons of Kohath, to the Levites being left behind from the sons of Kohath, and the city of their borders came from the tribe of Ephraim. There's Ephraim here. And they gave to them the city of the place of refuge for one man slaying Shechem. I don't know if Shechem is on here. And the parts being separated by it in Mount Ephraim. And Gezer. And okay. So this, I just go over there and do it by hand. Parts being separated by it. And Kabsem, and the parts being separated by it. And Vithoron, and the parts being separated by it, 4 cities. And from out of the tribe of Dan, over here, El-Thekah, and the parts being separated by it, and Gebthon, and the parts being separated by it, and Ilon, and the parts being separated by it, and Gethramon, and the parts being separated by it, 4 cities. And from the half-tribe of Manasseh, I'm guessing that's West Manasseh, Tanakh, and the parts being separated by it, and Gath Rimmon, and the parts being separated by it. Well, here's Shechem up here in Manasseh, but this map and everything is kind of iffy, but it's the best I could come up with. 2 cities. All the 10 cities and the parts being separated by them were to the peoples of the sons of Kohath, being left behind. And to the sons of Gershon, to the relatives, to the Levites. The cities were from out of the half-tribe of Manasseh, the parts being separated for the one man slaying Golan in Bashan. And Golan is over here, so this is East Manasseh. And the parts being separated by it, and Vistherah, and the parts being separated by it, 2 cities. And from out of the tribe of Issachar, that's right here, Kishon, Kession, and the parts being separated by it, Davrath, and the parts being separated by it, and Ermoth, and the parts being separated by it. And spring of grammaton, letters, and the parts being separated by it, 4 cities. Now, I'm not sure what that spring, there's another name for that. It mentions at other places spring of letters, and I don't remember what it was. Issachar. No. And from out of the tribe of Asir, up here, Misalah, and the parts being separated by it, and Abdon, and the parts being separated by it, and Halkath, and the parts being separated by it, and Rehob, and the parts being separated by it. 4 cities. And from out of the tribe of Naphtali is up here, the cities being separated for the one man slaying Kadesh, there it is up there, in the Galilee, and the parts being separated by it, and Amathor, and the parts being separated by it, and Carthan, and the parts being separated by it. 3 cities. All the cities of Gerson, according to their peoples, 13 cities. Decatrice, you can add that to English Derivatives book. And the parts being separated by them. And to the people of the sons of Merari, to the Levites, to the ones remaining from out of the tribe of the sons of Zavulon. There it is there. Eknam, and the outskirts of it, and Karitha, and the outskirts of it, and Damna, and the outskirts of it, and Naalol, and the outskirts of it. 4 cities. And the cities of the Jordan of Jericho, from the tribe of Reuben. Jericho's right here, Reuben. The city of the place of refuge of the one man slaying Bosor, and there it is there, Bezer, and the outskirts of it, and Eazir, and the outskirts of it, and these are all feminine, could be her, outskirts of her, and Kedson, and the outskirts of it, and Maphah, and the outskirts of it. 4 cities. And from the tribe of Gad, there's Gad, of the place of refuge of the one man slaying Ramoth. And where's Ramoth? Oh, it's up there. In Gilead, and the outskirts of it, and Maanem, and the outskirts of it, and Esavon, Heshbon, and the outskirts of it, and Eazir, and the outskirts of it. All the cities were 4. All the cities to the sons of Merari, according to their peoples. Themus, that should be highlighted, of the ones left from the tribe of Levi, even were from their borders 12 cities. All the cities of the Levites in the midst of the possessions of the sons of Israel. 48 cities and their outskirts, outskirts, period. Round about these cities, city by city, and their outskirts round about the cities, thus to all these cities. Kiklo, cycle, circle, round about. And the Lord gave to Israel all the land which he swore by an oath to give to their patrasine, fathers, paternal. And they inherited it and dwelt in it. And the Lord rested them round about, insofar as he swore by an oath to their fathers. Not one rose up before them of all their enemies. Said this was at the time of Joshua, but they did afterwards. The Lord delivered up all their enemies into their hands. Not a word failed from all of the good words which the Lord spoke to the sons of Israel. All came to pass. Now we have, I think, finished all the divisions of the land, the allotments. We're going to go next, chapter 22, and Joshua charges Israel to guard the commandments, which we should learn from. If you join us in the next video seminar, you'll find out what these commands of God are. See you then. Until then, God bless.